What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Cooking with Chris. Today we are trying out one of the most viral Filipino cooking episodes. We're gonna be doing chicken sisig to help you lose weight. The viral reel got 200 million views on Instagram, shared multiple times. It really gave the small creator the opportunity to show people what he could do. So I don't know, the video goes kind of crazy. I think it's a pretty cool creator, the things that he's doing, Filipino recipes to lose weight.
Hey, that's just me.
So that one's a little sentimental, kind of cool for me because that's my first viral video. That's the one that popped off first. So we're gonna cook that today. It's actually a really delicious recipe. Let's dive in, let's introduce the ingredients. So for seasonings, we have the classics. We got salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, and some MSG. Some soy sauce. We got red and green onions. We also got some pork rinds. This is gonna add for the crunch since we're not using actual pork. We're using calamansi. You can get this at any Asian grocery store, Vietnamese, Filipino, anything like that. And then the protein source, boneless, skinless chicken thighs. Again, guys, boneless, skinless chicken thighs are not made equally. These ones, when you look at the nutrition label, you want it to say 4.5 grams of fat. All right, there's a lot of boneless, skinless chicken thighs that have 10 grams, and that's just way too much fat in your chicken. It's not gonna be lower in calories. It won't really, you can eat it, but you won't be able to eat as much in order to get to that goal. All right, so it's a really easy recipe. These are the ingredients. Let's go ahead, let's get started. We're gonna start off cutting up our veggies. We're gonna just start off with the green onions. Go ahead, cut the tips off so we can have a nice smooth cut. So with this, we're just trying to get it as thin as possible. Nothing crazy here. So this recipe actually was just one that I was always thinking about. I always had the idea of just swapping out pork for most Filipino recipes just because pork is always so fatty. It really doesn't align with any meal preps unless like you're just planning to have that pork be all of your fat for the day. So I always had this idea of kind of swapping out the pork for some chicharrones, and in a lot of the other recipes, that's just what I do. Instead of the pork, you just get pork rinds, throw that in there, and then you're all good to go. So nice and easy. We keep these big pieces in there. Just take these green onions, put them into a different bowl. So it's kind of crazy though how that video really took off. It was cool because I mean, it's so cliche. I heard this on YouTube all the time. People are like, oh, I just went to bed. The video was just doing numbers and numbers. Yeah. And that's kind of what it was. Like I posted it, I went to work, and then after that, it was just like, I would open the app and it was crazy because I'd never seen this before on Instagram. We're gonna go in with the red onion. I never seen this before on Instagram. It was just, I would just open the app and then it would just say like 100 likes, not 100 comments, it was like, I don't know, 30 to 50 comments, and then like 100 new followers, like every single time I open the app, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
This is crazy.
So you can use half an onion, you could use a whole onion. If you like a lot of onion, you could dice it all up, but we're gonna try to dice this as fine as possible so that it's not too overwhelming once we're actually making the sisig. So take your time. Remember when I did the burger steak and I made these disgustingly huge cuts of onion? We're not doing that. Beautiful, good to go. Boom. We're gonna make these beautiful and thin. We're gonna take our time, be delicate with it. This knife is not the sharpest knife, so nice sharp knife. But yeah, that video is it's popping. And the food is actually like, it's a delicious food. There's a lot of people online that are just like, you gotta throw an egg on there, you gotta throw some mayo on there, you gotta throw some liver, it's extra protein. I'm just like, guys, it's all calculated. Before we even cook up these recipes, I go onto MyFitnessPal and then calculate the macros just so that we know like if it's actually healthy or not. This diced, Father forgive me. This is horrible. Oh my gosh. Remember, I'm not a chef, I'm not a cook, I'm just someone that makes recipes. I don't know what you consider that. But those things, although liver might have some protein, that does not mean it's gonna help you and it's gonna be a beneficial thing to help you lose some weight. You know, those are important factors to think about when you're trying to lose weight and stuff. And it's not traditional. I know it's not traditional. It's not traditional on purpose because we're not trying to do traditional. Because traditional, that's what made our people big. That's what made us overweight and made us look like tilapia. You know, you've seen those older Filipino people that are just like big cheeks, big lips, everything. Like, if you look like that, that's okay. But we trying to stay lean. We trying to stay healthy. We trying to stay fit. Let me just give this a quick little choppity chop. This was not good. So we're gonna try to dice this as fine as possible so that it's not too overwhelming. All right, onions are done-ish. They look kind of crazy, but it's okay. We're gonna rock and roll with those. And then that is it, my friends. That's all the prep we're doing for veggies. Just cutting up some onions. Again, this is a really quick, easy recipe. If I was doing this for real, I would have already had the chicken going on the burner, but I wanna show you guys that first. So let me go ahead, clean this up, then we're gonna hop onto the burner. Like I said, this is a quick and easy recipe. I'm gonna throw this chicken straight up in the pan. I don't know about you guys. There's a lot of stuff on the internet that says like,
you shouldn't wash your chicken.
My mom, whenever I bring her food, she says that to me. She's like,
I can tell you didn't wash your chicken.
and I'm like, everyone on the internet says you don't gotta do that no more. It's like old school. Like the flavor and like the bacteria from that chicken is just gonna fly everywhere in your kitchen, and then you're gonna get sick and you're gonna die. Like, it's better to just cook the chicken how you'd cook normal food, and it's gonna be all right. We're gonna let this heat up. We're gonna hit it with a little bit of a PAM cooking spray so that it doesn't stick. And then again, it's just so easy, so simple. You don't have to do nothing crazy. Boom, chicken in. And of course, you could do this beforehand. If you want to season it, let that seasoning, that salt penetrate, let it sit in first. Go ahead, do that. But if you're just trying to meal prep, make this really quick, and we can just throw it into the pan. So we're gonna let that heat up a little bit so that it can open up. Just like that, just like that. So once your chicken is beautiful and opened up just like that, we're gonna hit both sides with some salt. You're just gonna go by feel, go with whatever feels right. If you want more garlic, go ahead, hit it with some extra garlic. So we can cover that pretty generously with the garlic. Boom, garlic powder, just like that. And the onion will be less. We're gonna be a little bit less generous with the onion powder. Ooh, that's my bad. This is a new one. Let's give it a little tap. Let's give it a little tap. Just like that, just like that, all right? And then we'll hit it with some black pep. That's a lot of onion. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't want that to happen, but you know, we'll be okay. So again too, if you're meal prepping, you're on a time crunch, you can just go ahead and actually just cut this out with scissors inside the pan. You know how like when you eat Korean barbecue and it's not cooking fast enough, so you just give it a little cut. You could go ahead and do that. Let me move some of this onion off of here. You could just do that and it's gonna cook super fast. Let me put a little bit more garlic. I want it pretty generously coated. It's gonna really taste like onion. We got red onion, we got green onion, and then we got all the powdered onion on there too. Boom, just like that. And then check the backside. Let's see what we're working with. That's okay. I'm gonna give it a flip. Just like that. Now we're cooking. It smells good. Hit it with some salt. Boom, 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 boom. Hit it with more onion. Be generous with that. This one, realistically though, for like a meal prep, if you're trying to eat this every day, it's a little tough. The onion is amazing on there. You need that. You need that deep bite and that flavor from the onion. But if you're having that like three meals in a row, 2 days back to back, it does get a little repetitive. And you do get tired of your breath smelling like onions all the time. So realistically for us, when we eat this, when we put this in the rotation, we'll have it for maybe like 2 or 3 meals. And then after that, we'll switch back to like a normal food that we're eating. Like gentle with it, gentle with it. It's like you're painting. Oh my gosh. Smooth coat of paint. Candy paint job right there. Whew. Beautiful. Again, this is not my best nonstick. If you cook this on a nonstick, some of these seasonings will not get as burnt as they are here. These will definitely burn on this pan. Also, there's not a lot of additional oil you're throwing in there, so keep that in mind. If you're cooking probably like 2 packs on here, you might have to wash out the pan midway and you know, reevaluate from there. But we're gonna let that cook down, and then we'll check back in once we're at 165 internal, and we'll start to assemble and plate it. I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, so we got this cooking down. Again, if you're meal prepping, use 2 pots, 2 pans, 2 burners, make it a little bit faster. So we're pretty much up there. Again, food thermometer is where you wanna be. We wanna be at 165. This is over, that is okay. This part right here, this part is taking forever to cook. So what I'm gonna do, I know you're not supposed to be cutting meat in the pan and stuff like that. You lose some of the juices. But just so that everything else doesn't get super overcooked, I'm gonna give that a cut so that these parts can be exposed to the heat, so we can let that heat up. Everything else is good. If you want to, sorry, let me turn that around so y'all can see. If you want to, if things are already up to temperature, you could cut it. Like that's way over. You want to be at 160 to 165 to maintain 200. God. If you want to sustain like the juiciness for the rest of the chicken, you could pull it when one part's at like 165, cut it, and then just let the other part cook through. So we look good right now. We're at 165 on that end. The rest of this part just has to heat up. That's almost, it doesn't have too much time left to go. So what we're gonna do, going back into the magic cabinet, we're gonna just grab a bowl. This one is good, so we're gonna go ahead and pull that. Look how juicy and delicious it looks. Boom, throw that into a bowl. We're gonna let that sit, hang out for a little bit while this one finishes up. Boom, just like that. These pieces should be done. That's all you gotta do. We just gotta get that up to temp. We're gonna chop it up, throw it back into the pan, because it's supposed to be served on a hot plate. Sisig's supposed to come out nice and fatty and juicy and sizzling on this hot plate. We're not doing it like that. We're not trying to add too much fat like that. So we're just gonna throw it onto here so that the onions could heat up, get some nice texture, and then we'll just build upon that. Throw some rice on there, and then we're gonna enjoy this, all right? So let's go ahead. I know you guys can't see it. Let me take you back though. Not quite yet. All right, so we should be right about there, 162, 164. We're good to go. We look good with this piece, so we're gonna go ahead, pull this off, nice and juicy, nice and beautiful. Throw that on there. Boom, let me turn this down, let me turn this off. So again, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna chop up the chicken, and then we're gonna throw it back onto the hot plate. Once that chicken is looking nice and beautiful, put it on the cutting board, and then we're just gonna go in, cut it nicely into small, bite-sized pieces. Because when you're going through here, you got the onion, you got the green onion, you got the red onion, you got the chicharrones. You don't want to have this like huge chunk of chicken that you have to chew down. Like it's like bar food, you know? It's like a snack. Get a good amount onto the spoon with the rice, everything on there, and then when you chew down, like it's even slices, even picks with all the other pieces of food. So something beautiful like that. Look at that beautiful, burful, juicy chicken. So like I said, this is super quick. This is easy. Just cook this on a medium high heat, depending on how hot your stovetop gets, and then make sure you just keep flipping it. You'll have this beautiful chicken just like that. This pan is not hex clad. I bought this from Marshall's. It has the cool hexagon looks and everything, but oh my gosh, does it kind of stick? Does it stick a lot? I need to get like a non-stick pan for something that works with this type of electric oven. That is all our chicken, 4 beautiful thighs. Look at all of this beautiful, delicious protein. Check that out. That is just gorgeous. What we're gonna do next, we're just gonna go ahead, cut up some calamansi for garnish. You could put 3 to 4, depending on how sour you like it. You could put 5 or 6 or 7, do what you want, whatever makes you happy. I'm sticking with 3 or 4, pretty like neutrally sized calamansi. And then I'm also just gonna have some on the side just for garnish so that we can make that look aesthetic, make it look beautiful, make people wanna eat it. Honestly, this too, if you buy sisig from like a family or from a restaurant, you're catering a party, this is one of the easiest things to do. Because I think people like sisig a lot. It's a really good party food. But at the same time, it could get pricey. And if you just grilled up all the chicken, you can make like a sisig bar. Got your onions, got your green onions. So people can choose how much chicken they want, how much calamansi they want, how much chicharron they want to throw on there. Like that'd be a cool idea. Really easy and a lot cheaper than actually ordering it out. What we're gonna do is, got this on a medium high heat, it's going. This is our hot plate. Remember, this is supposed to be served on a sizzling plate. We're gonna go with a small handful of the red onions. Throw that in there, and then let me grab a different bowl. We're gonna weigh out our chicken. Again, this is a fitness food show. How to lose weight. This ain't no scam or anything. I ate this while I was losing weight. So we're gonna just grab 6 ounces of chicken, 6 ounces cooked. That will be calculated in. Boom, boom, beautiful. 5.9, I'm okay with that. I think I want a little more red onion. I like it really oniony with a lot of kick. And we're gonna go ahead, throw the chicken on there. We're going to hit it with some green onion. Just like that. Make it beautiful, make it colorful. And then again, up to you how much calamansi you want. Boom, that's half. Throw that there. This is 1.5. Oh yeah, baby. 2. There we go. And then we're gonna hit it with a little bit of soy boy. Little soy sauce, just 1 little tablespoon. Just 1 little boom, boom, boom. Oh my gosh, I'm salivating. That looks delicious. What we're gonna do next is we're gonna plate this up. We're gonna throw some rice onto a plate, measured out. That smells so good. Let me turn this down a low heat. Let that go. We're gonna weigh out our rice right here in our beautiful, beautiful rice cooker. We're gonna go with 6 ounces of white rice, and then we're gonna just throw in all our sisig on top of that, 5.8. That's perfect with me because we're cutting. Let me turn this off the heat. This is on the sizzling plate, right? So back in, we changed the cameras. We're good to go. We don't need this scale anymore because we already measured everything that we need to measure. So we can add on more of those as we need. We got the rice right there. And then we're just gonna go ahead, spoon that on beautifully. I know I'm scraping my pan, I am sorry. That is supposed to be a hot plate. Boom, 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 boom. Hit it with a little more beautiful calamansi. Hit it with a little bit of that green onion. Oh my gosh, it smells crazy with the soy sauce, with the calamansi. And then we are gonna measure one last thing. We're gonna measure our chicharron. This is going to be that crunch factor. When you get the chicharron on there, you don't wanna go too crazy with making it too crunched up, too small, because then if you do that, it just kind of disappears, okay? So we're just gonna take this, lightly crush it up, and then sprinkle it around. Now we have a little bit more. We have a little spice. These are spicy chicharron. We had texture. That's what we're missing since we don't have pork. A little bit more there. Oh, I'm just going crazy. I'm like Picasso right now. A little bit of that. Let's bring these calamansi out and about. We go 3 because Holy Trinity, Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? And that is the viral Filipino recipes to lose weight chicken sisig. The chicharron on top. This is what we're doing with it, folks. This right here. All right, I think I'll eat this up here. Nice and personal with you guys. Let me turn the secondary camera off. This right here. Look at this beautiful, let me mix that rice up. So this recipe is calculated. The macros will be down below. Just because you eat chicharron doesn't mean you're gonna gain weight. People don't understand this process. Look at that. You got it? Soy sauce, calamansi, the crunch, the onion. Dude, some of y'all don't know. When I was growing up, we didn't have food like this. We didn't have recipes. We ate chicken, rice, frozen broccoli. Friends, family, this one is a game changer. Everybody loves sisig. If you make a sisig bar, you can adjust it. You can put onions here, you can put the green onions there, chicken, calamansi, let people spice it up however they want with some instructions. They're gonna love this. Sisig is expensive when you buy this at a Filipino store. Support local businesses, but try to make this yourself. This is so delicious, super easy. If you had a grill, you could cook up a lot more chicken. We had 2 pans, not as easy. If you had a barbecue, grill these up, chop it up, let people serve themselves. They're gonna love it, they're gonna enjoy it. When you do that, tell them it's healthy too. It has delicious, beautiful macros. When you make it, tag me on Instagram, tag me here. Come back here to this video. Thank you for watching. I love you so much. I'm gonna make Joanne's lunch. She's not here to try this out. She's getting ready for work. But Filipino recipes to lose weight. We got more coming. Comment down below whatever you want to see. Shout out to the 7 people that watched my last video. I know there's not a lot, but we got this thing moving. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.